Greetings to everyone. In conjunction with the Kuala Lumpur International Conference on Business, Innovation, Social Science and Education 2022, I would like to share my conceptual study titled Determinant of ICT Adoption Among Employees in Accelerating Performance. This is the presentation outline in which I will begin with a brief introduction or background of the study, followed by problem statements, research objective, the significance of the study, review of the literature, research framework, and the deduced hypothesis, adopted methodology, and finally, the conclusion. Nowadays, companies and the government cannot avoid adopting information and communication technologies. Over the past 2 decades, this situation has generated significant interest among researchers, multinational companies, small and medium enterprise, and the government to dive deeper to identify drivers that accelerate ICT adoption to improve performance. Accordingly, the importance of ICT in the public sector has risen and become the standard for public transaction procedures globally. Nonetheless, e-government services such as e-files or e-procurement, e-services, and specialized software for administrative operation present significant obstacle to the bulk of public sector personnel. Rehoma and Hoffman in 2018 stressed that government employees' adoption of IT is a critical factor for the success of IT implementation in the public sector. Nevertheless, research on this topic has neglected the internal perspective. In line with the current IT adoption literature among public sector employees, this research is prompted by the Royal Malaysian Custom Department Strategy Plan in 2020 till 2024, which emphasized accelerating technology adoption for internal governance and customer service to increase performance. This research is motivated by the findings in the literature in which reports that employees in public organizations seem to perceive more barriers that limit their innovation work behavior than employees in private sector organizations, according to Nijen Hus in 2015. And to address and approach this problem by transferring findings from employee adoption studies in the private sector, on the other hand, does not appear promising because private and public sector institutions differ significantly on the one hand, on an organizational level, according to Boyne in 2002, and on the other hand, in terms of employee characteristics, according to William in 2007. This is backed by Telukda in 2021, who asserted that it is crucial to examine the adoption of technology by employees within organization because if there is no acceptance among employees, the desired benefit cannot be realized and the organization may eventually abandon the technology. As mentioned earlier, that this study is prompted by the Royal Malaysian Customs Department Strategy Plan from 2020 till 2024, which emphasized accelerating technology adoption for internal governance and customer services to increase performance. Hence, the main objective of this study is to determine various factors influencing ICT adoption among Royal Malaysian Customs Department employees to enhance performance. Responding to the main objectives of this study is to determine various factors influencing ICT adoption among RMCD employees to enhance performance. We identified several factors that might influence employees to adopt ICT, namely compatibility, complexity, trialability, and observability of the technology or information system. We said that we tend to extend the framework by integrating the moderating effect of social influence to establish if it can strengthen the drivers for ICT adoption among employers in RMCD. Based on the reasoning discussed, this is the developed conceptual model which include direct relationships and moderation effects. As per the methodology, 200 structured questionnaire will be administered by hand and online to employees in the RMCD using a convenient sampling approach. The minimum number of samples required is 85 based on G-Power software to test the structural relationship. As any research, the output of this study is expected to produce practical implication for the Royal Malaysian Custom Department, its managers, administrators, and the employees concerned with taking up technology in the organization. For instance, the findings may encourage RMCD to develop targeted training sessions and other educational programs that motivate employees to adopt and use the ICT more effectively. With that, we hope that you have benefited from this presentation, and thank you.